There are many settings in COD Mobile that make you aim perfectly. By the end of this video, I'll show you settings and tips that pro players don't tell you that could make your aim better. Let's start with our HUD settings. You should fix your firing buttons by placing the hip fire button one tap ADS button in next to each other, like this. Here is the difference between the one tap ADS button and hip fire. As you can see, the one tap ADS button makes you scope before firing while hip fire fires quickly. Pro players do this to have an easier way of changing from hip fire to one tap ADS button. This means that you should use hip fire when an enemy is close, and you use the one tap ADS button when an enemy is mid to long range. Also, if you want your gun to instantly fire, turn on one tap ADS fire. Here is the side-by-side comparison of turning this off and on. It is clear that turning this setting on makes you fire faster than turning this off. To get good aim, you should have the perfect crosshair alignment. This means that you have to place your crosshair perfectly at the upper part of the enemy's body, so that when you spot an enemy, your crosshair is already in line and you can be first to shoot. But how do you actually do that? Well, by going to the HUD, you need to put the settings button right in the middle of the screen and make it a tiny. This is to make your aim more stable and have a better placing of your aim to your enemy. Pro tip: practicing looking around with your finger by rotating around an enemy makes you improve your movement. Having good aim requires you to not lag during gunfights or else you'll die. So, in order to have smooth gameplay, you must maximize your FPS or frames per second in the settings. Also, you should turn on anti-aliasing, because this smooths out those jagged edges you see on objects and characters. Take a look at the comparison of the on and off of this settings. It is obvious that it makes your graphics better. Another setting that you didn't know could ruin your aim if not fixed is weapon performance. There are two types of this, which are weapon performance while ADS weapon performance while hip firing. Both of these settings are the same because this setting is how much the screen will shake with weapon recoil. So to get a better understanding, this is having it set at high, and this is having it set at low. You can see that the screen shakes too much when you set this very high, and when you set it at low, the screen has only minimal shaking. This means that you have to set both the weapon performance while ADS weapon performance while hip firing at 0 or the lowest it can get, so that it doesn't distract you when you are ADS. This would make your camera run smoother and make your aim fixed. Also, in the effects, scroll down and you'll see explosion shake. This would make your screen shake because of the explosions of grenades. Make sure you turn this off. Let's proceed with the ADS sensitivity. This is the sensitivity when you are scoping, like moving your screen around when you are in scope. Having the perfect ADS sensitivity is crucial for all of your guns because most guns requires you to scope. How do you actually fix it? Well, the best way to fix your ADS sensitivity is by first clicking the scope button. Then what you need to do is move your screen 90 degrees to the side. If you weren't able to reach 90 degrees, add more to your sensitivity. And if you went too far or above 90 degrees, lessen your sensitivity until you are able to find the perfect ADS sensitivity that best suits you. This is needed so that you can gain muscle memory to do quick movements like flicking to multiple enemies while scoping in. In the firing sensitivity, the sensitivity of your screen when you are firing, just minus the ADS sensitivity by at least 40. Fixing this sensitivity setting would allow you to be precise with your swiping, which makes your aim to be 100 times better. Damage numbers: by turning this setting on, whenever you shoot an enemy there would be an indicator of how much damage the enemy has dealt. This is important because you'll know if the enemy is low on health, but if you think it's too distracting and messes up your aim, just lower the transparency of it or just turn it off completely. Now, did you know there is a setting that makes your graphics looking from this to this, making it much easier to see your enemies? Well, click this video to know that and more settings.